she's a flame. Hello, hello. The other way. Woo! Hello, everyone. Hello, 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 hello. Come in. Welcome. Enjoy the music. Oh, woo! Very nice. Talking to everyone here. Woo! I love this song too, Elaine. Hello. And we're back for our second session. How are you feeling tonight? We have so many things to talk about. Just want to say hello if you're here for the first time. If you just bought this course and this is your first time here live. And every day we're looking for new things, and we're always looking for better quality for your transmission. Our streaming today, you're going to notice the streaming is different. We're changing a few things so you have a better experience when it comes to listening to me, listening to the sounds, right? Let's see. Hello, Cynthia, Danielle, Andrea. Hello, hello. Hello. This girl is on fire. I am. I'm on fire tonight. Welcome, everyone. Now, if you're not here last week, okay, you probably watched the first session, and you noticed that we did not finish the simple fast, right? The rules. I actually went to the Facebook group and I posted the third rule, the ED. I want to talk about this today. But first, I have a few things to talk to you about. One thing is, we keep receiving messages asking, how am I going to watch the class? Where should I go? What do I do? Guys, you need to go to our website, okay? We can't be sending you the link because it's a lot of people and it's a lot of messages. So I apologize for not being able to do that. But the fact of the matter is everything is on the website. So everything you need, you just go, you log in, use your password. Once you do that, you're going to see my courses. Then you click there, you're going to see the course that you purchased. Then just click there and you see that for example, today's class, right, was available, I think 30 minutes before. We're trying to do this to give you a little bit of time, but sometimes it's going to be 15 minutes prior to the class. So go there, wait for the link to say, for the button to say join, and voila. Here you are, okay? And so this is one thing I want to talk to you about. And also, bear with me because last class we had a lot of questions coming from the comments, and I was trying to answer all those questions. And obviously, we didn't have time to finish. But whenever this happens, I will bring the topic back, okay? We are going to finish the program. So don't worry if, it didn't finish here, and I'm going to try to do the rest on the Facebook group like I did today, okay? Yay, the video is great. Yes, that's the third thing I want to talk about. How do you like the quality? How do you like the sound? How do you like the image? They say the volume is a bit low. I think it's because of me. I think I did something here with my mic. Just a little bit, right? Can you hear me? Is it only here the volume is a bit low? Everybody's saying the volume is low. So thank you. So give me feedback now, or it's going to be too late. So do it now or never. So I have my team here working. So Marcel is working on the sound a little bit here. My mic. Okay. Yeah. Guys, let me know. Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay? Okay for me. Today is perfect. Elanio is happy. Elanio, I'm here to make you happy, you know? This is all for you. Okay, people are saying it's a bit low, better now. Now it's better. Everybody says better. Cynthia is saying, hi, Marcelo. So, guys, Say thank you to Marcelo. He's the one conducting. We now have a different equipment. You should see. I'm gonna post the backstage. You see, I'm so proud of my team. Ana Paula is saying a lot better. So that sounds better. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Give us feedback because the class is about pronunciation too. So we want to make sure you understand pronunciation. You understand the structure, right? Let me see. Perfect, perfect. Yay! Okay. That's it. So let's resume. Last class we talked about the ED rules. Remember? Now, hold on to that for a second. Okay. Now the sound is okay. Perfect. Hold on to that. I'm going to start with pronunciation because we started with the ED and you didn't see the L sound, which we're going to do today. So bear with me. We're going to start with the L sound. And if you guys had a chance to look at your material, we're going to start with the sound of the letters, the letter L, actually. So I have the material here in front of me. And if you can see the material, we have how do you pronounce these words? I'm going to write down the words here. Okay, so I have this one, and I have this one, and this one. Also, this one, and this one. How do you like this board now, guys? So now I'm much bigger. You can see my mouth, right? We can pronounce together as I write. Haha, I told you we are thinking of you and we're thinking of giving you the best experience when it comes to my classes. Yes? Very good. So hear me out. I have table. Guys, the L in English needs to be respected. I always say that the L is like a celebrity that needs attention, meaning you have to make sure you're really pronouncing it all the way. Now, how do you do that? How do you pronounce the L? So here's what you're going to do. Your tongue, okay, will touch the center palate, okay? Então, o center palate, mais conhecido como céu da boca, tá legal? So once you do this, you're going to roll up your tongue all the way to the back, like towards the back, okay? So this is the sound I need to hear. Oh. Lembra quando a gente falou dos sons da consoante? Eu dei uma préviazinha, né? Eu quero esse som aqui, ó. E não L. Eu quero ele no céu da boca rodando para trás, ok? So, repeat after me. So we're doing table. But Cris, do I need to stick out my tongue? Yes, you do. I kind of have to see your tongue to make sure you're doing it the right way. Now, obviously, when you go fast, when you speak fast, I'm not going to be able to see the whole tongue. I'm going to see a little bit, and that's okay, guys. This is English. This is not Portuguese. So don't be shy. Just stick out your tongue when necessary. So table is the first one. Then I have people. Now, we're still going to talk about the P, but you have to remember the P explodes. So we're doing people, right? Next, simple. Simple. Next, cold. And finally, false. Se não colocar a língua no céu da boca, virar a língua para trás e voltar com a língua, o som está incorreto, ok? Lembrando que em português o brasileiro faz o quê? Ele transforma o L em U, né? E daí E mesmo que a gente saiba que o L em inglês é diferente, por causa desse vício, né, de fazer o U, quando a gente fala o L em português, mesmo sem perceber, ele acaba passando para o inglês, ok? Não tem atalho, não tem outra maneira de fazer o L. Essa é a maneira de fazer o L, ok? Let's keep going. Ok. Quando eu olho para o material aqui, eu continuo, né? No início eu tenho uma coisa chamada de light L, ok? Light L. O que é um light L? Gente, um light L é um L que vem no início da sílaba. É aquele L que abraça a vogal, né? Por exemplo, assim, ó. Live, right? Live. Reparem que em português, quando eu pronuncio L, quando eu falo lado, Laura, louco, não existe nenhuma tensão aqui, tá? Eu não tô sentindo essa língua tensionar aqui atrás do dente, né? Nesse palato aqui, esse rugadinho. Eu não sinto ele fazer isso em português, mas em inglês eu sinto a tensão. Então, eu não falo live. Eu falo live. Então, vejam que não é tão forte, né? Quanto quando ela tá no final. Nesse caso, a gente chama esse L de light L, ok? Então, é isso que o material começa aqui com as palavras o quê? Light. E dá para perceber, né? Quando eles estão falando, você sente esse antes do som do L sair, né? Então, eu tenho lá light, eu tenho lime, eu tenho login, eu tenho Larry, eu tenho listen. Guys, when you say listen, the T is silent. So don't say listen. You're going to say listen, okay? And you get the idea. Clean, right? Even when you do clean, I need to hear the tension coming from the light L, okay? How about play, okay? Oops, sorry. Play, okay? So you get the idea. That is the light L. Now, guys, I prepared an audio for you where I give the same explanation and I repeat every single sound, okay? So if I repeat this sound, if I repeat all the words here, we're gonna have the same problem as last week because I won't be able to finish the whole lesson. But here's the thing, I'm gonna give you 2 or 3 examples from the boxes, but my audio has all the words in your material, okay? Deal? Very nice. Let's move on to the dark L. The dark L, let me see. Can you repeat, please, how to say? Alicia is asking a question. Can you repeat, please, how to say céu da boca? Well, they say, nesse sentido do céu da boca, a gente vai falar em inglês roof of the mouth. We say roof instead of sky. Don't say sky of the mouth. I say roof of the mouth. Mas, tecnicamente, é o palato, né? Essa área aqui é o palato central, ok? But you can also say the roof of the mouth. Can see clear now? Yay! You can see me making the sounds. You like it, huh? I'm very proud with this streaming. Yes, Leonardo, thank you. Guys, okay, so moving on, okay, let's talk about the dark L. Now, the dark L is the L where you're touching the center palate and you're rolling it up towards the back and all the things that we just discussed at the very beginning. Nice. Now, here you have this word here, and that's exactly where, oops, I'm looking at the wrong, oh, I have 2 cameras. I was looking at the wrong camera. Oh my goodness. So that's where you're going to see English speakers sticking out their tongues. And you're going to say, well, you go, what? Do I have to say that? Yes, okay? Obviously, when you're emphasizing, you're going to do well, yeah? But when you're speaking fast, you stick out a little bit, but still, you have to do it, okay? Please make sure you don't do well. Well. Esse movimento é um movimento que tá mostrando que você está usando o U que a gente faz no português, né? Com L. Então, é esse movimento que você não pode fazer. Então, tem que botar a língua para ser pronunciado. Well, and then we have, again, look, fall. Then we have another one, all. Uma coisa acontece, pessoal, não sei se vocês já repararam, uma coisa vai acontecer quando a gente tem o A antes do L. Então, olha só, quando a gente fala assim, ó, fall, que som a gente tem agora para esse A? Virou O, né? Virou o som de O. Eu não falo fall, fall. Por quê? O L, por ele ser dark, quando a gente escuta dark em sentido de som, significa que ele é bem grave, ele tá bem escuro, ele tá bem grave, tá? Quando você ouve esse dark L, ele é tão grave que ele modifica o som da vogal anterior. Por isso que você não vai falar all, você vai falar all. Você vai falar fall, ok? Well. Tá legal? Então, o L modifica o A. Legal? Agora, e quando esse L tá no final da sílaba, mas ele tá no meio da palavra? Olha essa aqui, ó. Essa aqui é... Mas assim, a que mais eu consigo escutar o som do U. Então, olha, nesse caso você precisa separar os sons. Então, você vai falar assim, ó, all, essa parte aqui, ó, ela é falada separadamente, tá? Cuidado. All, legal, vamos passo a passo. All. E o W, qual é o som do W? Lembra que eu falei com vocês na primeira aula? O som do W é isso aqui, ó. Parece que ele faz um Uzinho rápido, né? É um U bem rápido. Como ele tem essa proximidade ao U, o L adora abraçar uma vogal. O que ele vai fazer? O L vai abraçou o W. Então vai ficar assim, ó. Always, always, always. Como eu tenho esse ways, o L simplesmente acomoda ali com ele. Então vai ser assim, ó. Always, always. Okay? Repeat after me. Always. Okay? So that's the dark L. Very important sound. Okay? Yeah, let me see if you guys have questions. Okay. 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 Nice. Okay. Moving on. Pessoal, esse é o Dark L. E de novo, lembra lá que eu tenho o meu áudio. So you're gonna have all the explanation again if you listen to the audio in this lesson 2 box that you have on the website. Okay? Very good. Moving on. Let me look at the material again. Now, the funny thing is, I tell my students, you have to mark the L. You have to mark the L. Do not ignore the L. But then, some words will be kind of weird because the L in those words is not going to be pronounced. For example, let me see. Here we have this word, walk, okay? Here, the L is completely silent, okay? So do not pronounce the L when you say walk. The sound is this one. Walk. See the sirens and police activity. So walk, 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 okay? Do not say walk, walk. That L is completely silent, okay? Another one is talk, okay? Same thing here. I'm going to have this L completely mute. Okay. It's silent. And again, you say talk. Okay. No talk, but talk. Talk. Okay. Like TikTok. Talk. Talk. Right? Okay. So that is the silent L. We also have here the modal verbs could, should, and would. Okay. Could, should, would. You're not pronouncing the L, not pronouncing the L, not pronouncing the L. So those L's in that case, they are completely silent. Could, should, would. Okay? No L. Very good, very good, very good. Let me see if you have any comments. Alessandra's like, I'm missing New York. The sirens. Here we go. Woo! Okay. Poor L. I don't believe that. Walk. Yes, Monica. It's walk. Oh my God. Oh, looking at the different cameras. Sorry. Getting used to cameras. Now, yes, Monica, it's true. So we do walk, talk, okay? We don't do walk. Eu percebo muito esse wow, okay? So, no L. No L whatsoever. Cris, I'm going to know when the L will be marked or silent. You won't. You have to work with the words that you're giving, and you. Oh, I have another one for you. Okay, I'm gonna write this down. Take a look. Now, you go to a restaurant and you feel like having fish. Okay, and you see on the menu, very common here in restaurants all over New York. You feel like having fish, so you say salmon. But guess what? This L here, silent. So the way you pronounce it is salmon, salmon. Okay? So don't say salmon. It's kind of confusing. So don't say salmon. So how do I know when the L is silent? It depends on the origin of the word. It depends on where this word is coming from. It's not something, we don't have a rule for that. You just get used to those. Okay? So salmon, don't say salmon. Okay? Very good. You guys are laughing of my to camera things. Very good, very good. Okay, moving on. Let me continue here with your material. And then you have the repeat part again. The audio, listen to my audio and repeat and practice. Here I have words put together, so you can link the sounds when you're doing the L. So when you say tudo possível, okay, in English, I'm going to have two L's there. I have all and I have possible, right? Possible. I don't say possible, right? All possible, okay? Now, earlier today, I posted in my stories about speaking fast. I was talking about when students speak fast because they want to show they're fluent. Oh, look, I can speak fast. Be careful with that, because in order to speak fast, you really have to master the sounds of English. You need to understand the endings, okay? So you have to finish so you can connect, okay? If you don't know how you finish the words, you cannot connect the words. So calm down, calm down. You don't need to. Oh, another one. Calm, okay? Let's see the board again real quick. This one, guys, look at this. I say calm down. I don't say calm down. You guys are gonna go crazy. Yes, so calm down and not calm down. Okay? Very good. So, yes, guys, calm down because you're going to learn to speak fast. But first, let's learn the sounds. Okay? Nice. So, all possible. Next, small bicycle. Repeat after me. Small bicycle. I don't want to hear small. Okay? I want to hear small. Oops, it's like you're sneezing. It's like you're stumbling on something and you're like, whoop. Do not create a syllable where the S is. The S is not a syllable. Okay? So you say small bicycle. Okay? Next, help old people. É uma situação que você tem que se preparar para fazer esse movimento da língua 3 vezes, ok? 3 times you have to roll up your tongue and move it towards the back. So, help old people, help old people, help old people. This takes practice and it's not impossible. In case you're thinking, oh my God, this is too hard, it's impossible. It's not. You just have to practice, okay? Next, double trouble. Double trouble. The L, guys. Double trouble. Nice. Fill the bottle. Fill the bottle. I want to see your tongue. Show me. I'm watching you. Do it. Fill the bottle. Very good. And the last one is kill a bull. But when I say it fast, that A reduces, right? And I hear kill a bull, kill a bull, kill a bull. Okay, oh, oh, oh. Nice? Okay. Now, when it says listen to this paragraph, this is in the audio that I sent you, okay? So you have that in your material. And lastly here, I want to talk about what happens if you don't pronounce the L correctly. If you don't pronounce the L, obviously you're doing the U sound. For example, let me go to my board. For example, here I have so. Aqui o som do U tá claro. So, okay? Now, this one is different. This one is so. Então, se você não puxa o seu L, a pessoa entende outra coisa. Entende? So, então, okay? Next. Bowl. Okay, so I have bowl. You have to mark your L. This one. Go. Esse som do U. Go, que é o O longo. Go. And this one. Go. Nesse aqui, você não tem tempo de fazer o seu O profundo, o seu O longo, ok? Então, você tá meio que na metade aqui. Go. Nesse primeiro aqui, você tá fazendo o O, o som do O, ok? And one more I want to give to you here is this one and this one, okay? That's a very common one, okay? I hear students saying, oh my God, I'm so cold. And when you say cold, it's código, okay? And it makes no sense. It doesn't. It makes no sense. So if you want to say frio, que você tá com frio, you really need to mark your L. Cold. I'm cold. Yes? Beautiful. Let me see your comment. Woo, a lot of comments. How do I say, let me go to the board. I'm going to give you 2 minutes because we have to move on. How do I pronounce this word here? Again, remember, I need to mark my L. The sound is wa. Primeiro você marca o quê? O sonzinho do W, ó. E eu tenho o meu I longo, que é o I. E aí sim eu vou fazer o L. Wild. Esse D, ele fica bem discreto, penduradinho. Wild, okay? Eliane is asking this. How do I pronounce this word? Now, let me tell you something. I'm in New York, okay? But if you go to California, San Francisco, precisely, a lot of people say almond, okay? Caio is from San Francisco. He's saying yes, right? In San Francisco, you say almond, but guess what? Here, if you say here, I mean in New York, if you say almond, it's like people, what? What are you saying? In New York, the L is silent, so you say almond. You say almond, almond milk, almond milk. Got it? Okay, Cynthia is saying no delay here. Oh my God, no delay, no delay. I'm so happy. This girl is on fire. Very good, very good. Yeah, perfect. Okay, Isabel is saying everybody's good. We have like at most at most 10-second delay. So you guys are good. Okay, Cris, could you pronounce could and called, please? Absolutely, my dear. Let's go back to the board. You said, okay, could. Let me break it down, okay? So we're going to think we're doing this, okay? Something like this, just to help you out. Could. No L. The L is silent. Could. Could. So my lips are rounded. I'm doing could. Now, when you pronounce this verb here, remember when I told you that the L transforms the sound of the A, the previous A, right? So the sound here is O. Again, called. So I have could and called. Então aqui, ó, eu tenho na verdade O, como se fosse O agudo, quando o could tem O que em português seria o equivalente ao circunflexo, que ele é mais grave, okay? So I have could here, and here I have called. Very, very good question. Excellent question. It's all a matter of understanding the dark sound and the open sound of the O. So could and what is that? Called. Very good, very good. Okay, 30 seconds. Anyone with another question? Simone Costa is saying good night, everybody. Simone, why? Are you saying goodbye? Why are you saying good night? Don't go. Oh, you mean good evening. You mean good evening. Se você chegar em algum lugar e falar good night, eu penso que você está indo embora, tá? Então é good evening quando você chega, ok? And please, so you okay. Could you pronounce? could you pronounce world? É a pergunta mais pedida, né? Daquelas top 10 é a mais pedida. Let's do world, guys. You have, and that's it. We're going to continue with our structure of the simple past. Okay, here we go. We are going to talk about our R, okay? However, you already know this guy. You already know, here we go. You already know that the L likes to be a celebrity, okay? You already know this, meaning you need to mark the L when the L is not silent, ok? Na maioria das vezes o L não é silencioso, tá bom, pessoal? Aquelas palavras são exceções. Aqui em world, o L é muito marcado, ok? There is no way I can pronounce the L without pronouncing the R, though, okay? So, were. Now, one mistake that my students usually make is they think they're supposed to say wo, okay? And you really doing this sound here, were. Now, you're doing the R first, were, and then you move on to the L, okay? So you need to make sure you're doing the L perfectly here, okay? Now, one thing that I like to teach my students is this. You can separate this word into two pieces. So two pieces. First one, were, which sounds like were, okay? And the second one, old. Okay, so if you say we're old, the L all the way up and back. We're old. We're old. We're old. Faster. We're old. 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 Woo. Done? Yeah? Okay. Got it? Let me see. Okay, guys. All right. So, woof, a lot of sounds. Now, don't worry, because this is just the L. We're going to be talking about pronunciation in all our classes, okay? Now, what you have to do is listen to my audio, repeat that L, and practice every day. Why? Because whatever I'm teaching you here right now, whatever I'm teaching you, that's for life. And the change happens now. The change happens now. It's not, oh, okay, I had this class with Cris. She taught me all those things, and now I know how to pronounce. And then when you start talking to a friend in English or with a native speaker in English, you forget that you have to mark your L. So you have to start the transformation now, okay? It's not only in the classroom, it's right now. Whenever you speak English, that L needs to be marked, okay? Very good. Let's talk about structure. Let's go back to our... What's the thing I learned from you? I'm like, Thais is commenting here. What's the important thing I learned from you is I am trying it every single day. Exactly. Every single day we're learning. Every single day. And guys, Thais is my student already. And Thais is saying this because I always tell my students, it's a process. Please make mistakes, okay? When you make mistakes, now that you know the sound of the L, you'll be able to correct yourself, okay? Little by little, you will adjust that L. Think about all those years speaking the L like a ooh, right? And now you start to change. Let's go. Let's move on to our simple past structure. Now, last class, we talked about the sounds of the ED. We talked about the concept of the simple past. But today, I just want to review the structure a little bit, okay? The reason why I gave you the concept first is because when you take an English course, the very first thing you see is the structure, okay? So let's review this real quickly. So here I'm gonna have the following. I'm gonna have my did, okay? Now, remember, all verbs in English need a helper, need an assistant, okay? I hate the word auxiliary verb because we've heard this all our lives, okay? Auxiliary verbs, blah, blah, blah. No, I like to call it helper or assistant because what it does is really help the verb. Now, in the present, we have two helpers. We have do and does. In the simple past, we have just one, which makes things easier, right? Because I have did for all the pronouns. Pronunciation, guys, it's did. Let's see here. Did, okay? Do not say deed, because if you say deed, you say this word here, okay? And deed means uma boa ação, escritura de uma casa. So, nothing to do with did, right? So, did is our helper, our assistant. Now, having said that, we also need to remember that did is used in the interrogative form and negative, okay? Let's check the pronunciation of did in the negative form. Let's see. Oops. I'm gonna write this down. Okay. So again, it's not G, right? Here we have our short. We're going to learn that, so don't worry. Bear with me. So we're doing D. The thing is, here we have something called glottal stop. Okay? I'm not going to say didn't or didn't. I'm going to say didn't. Don't go crazy. I'm going to walk with you. Okay? Didn't. I want to show you my tongue. Okay? I want to show you my mouth. So here's what's happening. De, which is the A sound. No, this way. It's the A sound that I gave you. De. But that the next D is going all the way up. Okay? Making a nasal sound. So didn't. Okay, so if you visualize my tongue, I'm really swallowing the rest of the word as if it were a nasal sound. It is a nasal sound. So didn't. Okay, so don't say didn't. Don't say didn't. Okay, it's really didn't. Right? Aha. So don't worry, because we're gonna have this glottal stop a lot of times. So you'll be able to practice a lot. So that's the right pronunciation of the simple past, the negative form. Nice. Now, let's move on to the next page. And I want to talk about those. Remember, you were given those flyers, I'll just say, or folders or brochures from your English course, where you would see those 3 columns, right? First one being the infinitive, second one being the simple past. Okay, simple past. The third one, past participle. Okay? Now, one thing we need to remember is that those columns, okay, refer to the irregular verbs only, okay? For example, work. Okay, now work is a regular verb. Okay, Cris, I have no idea whatsoever what a regular verb means, or irregular. What's that? Well, regular verb obeys a formula. It's like obey the rules. Okay. Now remember, we were talking about this last week. The ed. I'm gonna put it here. The ed is the past ending, okay, for the regular verbs. But when the verbs are not regular, they have like they follow a different rule based on their origin. And there's nothing we can do about it. That's why we have to memorize those verbs. And that's okay, because we have all the time in the world to decorate them. What's important for you to know is here, for example, I'm going to have verb eat. Okay, that's the infinitive. When I use the simple past to talk about eat, the verb changes to this form here, which is basically using the same letters. You're just rearranging the letters, right? So there you go. We have infinitive, then we have simple past, and the past participle, eaten. Here we go again with the glottal stop. Eaten. Okay, we're not going to talk about this one right now because I'm focusing on the simple past. All I'm asking you to do is go on Google or check that list of verbs, because you're going to be using them a lot. And the most important thing is pronunciation here. Okay, so this one, eat. The past one is ate. Now, we learned this last time. You do not pronounce the final E. So you're actually saying ate. You stop there, like ate. Notice how delicate, how subtle this T is. You're not saying ate, okay? Because if you say IH, you know what I'm saying? Eu, H. Because if you say H, that's the name of letra H, okay? So, ate é a letra H. Ate é o passado do verbo eat, okay? So, we're going to be focusing here, and I want you to go on Google, grab your own table with all your verbs because we're going to be using that a lot, okay? Now, this is another thing. I still have one more. Now, when it comes to the ed endings related to the regular verbs, okay? I have to remember that it's not just the ed. I have three possibilities, right? I have d, I have ed, and I have ied. Okay, that's it, Chris. English is not for me. I'm sorry, that's it. Why? Why do I have three options? Again, bear with me. It's a very simple rule, okay, if you think about that. Now, let's take the verb. Okay, I got it. Let's take the verb hate. Okay? Now, hate. Even though you don't pronounce that E, you visually, you see the E vowel here. And in this case, okay, you are going to just add the D. That's all you need to do because you already have the E here, right? In this case, you add the D. Next, work. If the verb ends in a consonant, just add ed. That's it. Ed. Now, if your verb ends in Y, that's when you're going to drop the Y and add I-E-D. And that, my friends, is grammar. Why am I saying this? Because when we want to pronounce this, what we do is, okay, so I have I-E-D, so that means I have to pronounce every single sound. No, you don't. This is the rule, grammar rule. When it comes to pronunciation, now let's go back to last class. When it comes to pronunciation, all we need to do is think about the infinitive form. The infinitive is what? Study, right? Okay. Now, that's the moment I need to check. I'm gonna check. Okay, study, I. Porque eu sei que aquele Y no final tem som de I, ok? Aliás, todas as vogais vão usar a voz, vão vibrar, né? Afinal de contas, todas as vogais, elas são voiced, ok? O Y, no final, ele faz o papel de I, então, ele também está vibrando, ok? Now, when it vibrates, it means it's voiced, okay? If it's voiced, we learn, I'm gonna change this. If it's voiced, this is what we learned. If it's voiced, my ED will sound as what? D. So here we go. Study. All I have to do, E, voiced. Ha, I know. How do you pronounce this, guys? Knowing that the last sound is E, all you need to do is just add a D. Studied. Don't say studied, okay? When you see this, okay, this is grammar. This is not pronunciation. When it comes to pronunciation, again, think about the infinitive of the verb. Think about the last sound. Decide if it's voiced or voiceless. And go for it. In this case, E, voiced, is going to give me a D sound. Studied. Do not say studied, right? Is that clear? Let me check your comments here. Talk about did in the short. I will, Andrea, don't worry. Okay, I'm gonna go back to that, okay? So that's very important because when it comes to, I'm going to give you another one. Let me give you examples much better than just talk, right? So, okay. Oops, that means worry, okay? I love this. Ooh, go back. Okay. Worry. Okay, again, worry. Here. Worry. Verbo preocupar, né? Preocupar-se. Verbo preocupar-se. Worry, same case. It's the same case. I have E at the end. Now, if I think about grammar, I know I have to drop the Y and then add I, E, D. Now, because I'm using the correct rule, it does not mean I have to pronounce all those vowels. When it comes to pronunciation, all I have to do is worry. Okay, infinitive, worry. Nice. Voiced, right? Because E. I hear it. All I have to do is this. Worried. Worried. Não é para fazer worried, ok? Não é o som do E com circunflexo, é o som do I mesmo, porque agora é o Y fazendo o som do I, ok? So that's why I say, why are you so worried? Worried, 2 syllables, okay? I studied, so 2 syllables. Do not say studied, do not say worried, okay? Next one here is our friend Mary. Same thing. All you have to do is this. Married. That's all. That's all. Okay? Do not mix grammar rules with pronunciation. Okay? So think about that. I know people asking me, which is like, oh my God. Cynthia is asking, how can I pronounce número 8? Okay? Número 8. How can I pronounce 8? 8. Exactly like the past tense of eat. I ate. You can say, I ate what? Steaks. I don't know. Okay? I ate 8 steaks. Same sound, okay, Cynthia? Same thing. When it comes to the H, letra H, a letra H faz no final, ela faz sonzinho de ch, tá? Então é diferente de 8, diferente de comi ou comeu, okay? H, I ate, and number 8. Same sound. Yes, it is, okay? Please, again. Cris, please talk about using did in the short affirmative. I will, because you asked me that question last time. Okay. Let's go back to structure here. So, did, okay? Did, interrogative and negative, we already know. But you can still use the helper, the assistant, in the affirmative, okay? There are 2 ways you can do that. One, when you have a short answer. For example, did you go to the beach last week? Answer, yes, I did. Yes, I did, okay? Nesse caso, Cris, você falou, mas o ajudante não ajuda o verbo na afirmativa. Pois é, mas o verbo chorou tanto que ele falou, tá bom. Vai deixar então que eu ajudo um pouquinho, mas na resposta curta. Na longa você se vira, right? So, in a short answer, I say, yes, I did. Or I can say, yes, I went to the beach. Okay, now real life, guys. You only do long sentences. You only do long sentences when you want to emphasize, when people don't believe what you're saying, and you really want to be emphatic about that. Other than that, just say, yes, I did. Why do you say I didn't? Yes, I did. Okay? There is another way to use did in the affirmative. Not just did, but do, did, does, okay? And that is to, again, emphasize, but really emphasize, okay? Now, I say, I went to the beach last class. I went to the beach last class. I went to the beach last weekend. So I went to the beach, beach, beach. I know what you're thinking. I went to the beach last weekend, right? And then you say, Cris, you don't even like going to the beach. What are you talking about? I doubt it. I don't think you went to the beach. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's true. I don't like the beach, but I did go. I did go with my friends. I wanted to go with my friends. It was fun. I did go to the beach. I did go to the beach. You do this to emphasize, okay? When you insist, when you really say, okay, eu realmente fui. Não sei porque você não está acreditando em mim. Eu fui mesmo, right? So now you have did as an intensifier, really showing that you mean what you say, okay? And you can do the same thing in the present with do and does. But pay attention when you're using did, okay? Because remember the deal? O trato que o auxiliar, que o ajudante tem com o verbo é o seguinte. Ah, legal, eu te ajudo na interrogativa e na negativa, mas aí, na afirmativa, você flexiona. Eu já fiz o meu trabalho, ok? Vai acontecer a mesma coisa. Vejam que aqui eu falo, I went to the beach last weekend. Então, não tem auxiliar, não tem ajudante. O que o verbo faz? Agora não tem jeito, né? Vou trabalhar aqui. Ele passa para o passado, ok? Ele está no passado. However, when I bring did back, o verbo, sabia que você não ia me deixar na mão. Aí você veio, então não precisa trabalhar não, né? Faz aí o teu papel. O did assume de novo e olha o que aconteceu com o verbo go, ele ficou na forma infinitiva. Aha. So it's a very interesting mechanism in English that you have to get used to. You really have to get used to doing this change all the time. So you switch back and forth, okay? If you use did, you cannot change the verb, okay? If the helper is not in the sentence, you have to change the verb, right? Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna repeat. Jesus Christ. Okay, Juliani is saying, Jesus Christ, hold on. Jesus Christ, studied has been on my mind for ages. Studied, not studied. This stops now. Yep, okay. Difference between 8 and 8, same thing. I already said that. Perfect, nice. How about wait and wait? Same pronunciation. Wait de esperar e wait de peso, same pronunciation. Could you repeat the eaten? Sure, Thais. Eaten. Same thing we did for didn't, okay? Didn't, eaten. Again, don't worry. When we talk about the T, the 4 sounds of the T, we're going to learn how to do the glottal stop, okay? So bear with me, stick with me. Okay, no problem. Woo, so far so good? Yes? Okay, so going back to my board. Now that you know the structure, now that you know, that you have regular verbs and irregular verbs, now that you know when you use the simple past, we need to focus again on pronunciation for the ED, but not only that. I want to review the concept because you know what? We have new students here today, right? Okay, Caio is literally sleeping. I'm asking him a question. He fell asleep. Nice. Ok, eu sei que a gente tem aluno novo, então eu vou só voltar àquela paginazinha disso aqui, ó, que eu quero terminar. Now, last class, we talked about the D sound. We also learned that if my verb ends in a voiceless sound, as in k, for example, I need to use a different sound. T, okay? For example, work. ok? O que precisa ser feito, pessoal, é, assim, ó, se desvencilhar da visão gramatical. A visão gramatical do verbo regular vai ser sempre ed, ou de, ou ied para todos os verbos, tá? Na hora de falar, não se deixem levar pelo visual. O visual não vai ajudar vocês, tá? O que eu quero que vocês façam? Pensar quando for pronunciar o verbo no passado, e se o verbo é regular, eu quero que vocês pensem no verbo na forma infinitiva dele. For example, work. Não tá vibrando aqui porque tá saindo só ar. Nice. This means the sound is voiceless. And the way I'm going to pronounce the ed is worked. So here's what you're going to do. Boop. Worked. That's it. Worked. Okay? Another one. Oops, sorry. Cris, hello. There's a vowel there. Okay. But we know that this vowel is silent. So the last sound is pa, pa, right? So, wait. Pa, pa, pa. Ok, só A. Nem a minha corda vocal nem tá vibrando. Então, nesse caso, o meu passado em ed vai ser pronunciado como typed. Typed, okay? So, these are the 2 rules we saw last week. Now we need the 3rd rule. I've already added a video to our Facebook group, okay, with this explanation. I'm going to do it again. Now, when we have verbs ending in T and D sounds, that is when we're going to add an extra syllable. That's when we're going to add the sound it. It. Okay? Let me give you an example. We have need. Okay? Now, need. Okay, so D sound at the end. Now I'm going to add needed. Okay? Needed. Agora sim eu tenho o som do ed do lado, ok? Porque a palavra terminou com o som do D, right? Another one is hate. Olha como faz a diferença quando vocês entendem que o E é silencioso. That's when you really notice that, wow, that is a T sound and not a vowel sound. In this case, I do hear the t sound. So again, you're going to add the, hated, okay? Hated. So you are adding that syllable, okay? Let me see. See if you have questions. Okay. Sylvia is asking excellent question. Cris, what are the unvoiced consonants? Hear me out. So I have the K. The K explodes, so it's really a lot of air there. There's a lot of air there. When you say as in work, as in ask, right? Ask. So the K, the final K, the final P, what else? The SS, the CH. When you do ch, this is your chi sound, okay? Ch. Also this one, okay? Watch, ch. All those sounds are voiceless, okay? Also the F, when I say cough, it's just air, okay? E já inclusive mais fácil, né, se a gente já entender que essas consoantes elas só deixam passar, aí a gente já sabe, se o verbo terminar com o som dessas consoantes, então eu vou usar o sonzinho do T para fazer o passado, ok? Now remember that we also have the GH, as in enough also has the F sound. So remember, just you can have like a GH as an F sound. Okay, very good, very good. I can say studied or this. Good question, Mateus. You can say studied. You can say studied. You can say studied, no problem. You can do a flap, okay? Studied, studied. You can. You cannot say studied, right? You can say studied. Very nice. Exactly. Watched. So what I want to do is really, I don't know if I can, because I don't have the list of the verbs that I sent you as homework. So I'm going to record. I actually did. You have the audio with me pronouncing all those verbs in the past with the ed, whether they are d or id. Okay, but let's talk on our group just to make sure you understand the pronunciation. Good? Yes? Okay, I'm gonna give you 5 more minutes of a very important introduction here. The next step is, oops. Okay, here we go. Okay. Let's work the concept again. Simple past is very specific. It's something that happens at a determined period of time. It's really limited, is specific in the past tense, right? When it comes to the present perfect, it also refers to the past. But this past is not really specific. It's not really specific, ok? Então, se eu falo assim para vocês, vocês falam, Cris, precisamos que você pronuncie aquela lista de verbos que você passou como tarefa. Aí eu vou dizer para vocês, mas eu gravei o áudio. Eu gravei o áudio sobre isso. Now, notice that it's past, right? É passado, mas vocês sabem quando eu gravei? Vocês sabem que horas eu gravei? Vocês sabem que dia específico isso aconteceu? Não. O mais importante é vocês saberem que eu gravei. Now, that is the present perfect, okay? The present perfect has 2 or 3 different ideas. The first one is this. It's something that happened in the past, and you're not really being specific about it, okay? So when I say, I have recorded the audio, ok? Olhando rapidinho a estrutura aqui, pessoal, ó, olhando a estrutura, agora, quem é o meu assistente? Quem é o meu ajudante? Quem é? Agora não mais o did. Quem entra como ajudante é o have. E não é para traduzir esse have como tenho, ok? So that is a very common mistake because Brazilians tend to translate this sentence into I have recorded the audio. Eu tenho gravado o áudio. Never, ok? The translation is eu gravei o áudio. Mas veja como a informação ficou solta, flutuando no ar. Peraí, mas gravou quando? Nem sabia. Não importa quando, o que você precisa saber é que eu gravei. Eu estou focando no fato, ok? So this one is focus on the fact. Ok? O fato de eu ter gravado o áudio para vocês é o que importa nessa informação que eu estou dando para vocês, ok? Gramaticalmente, eu tenho o have fazendo o meu auxiliar nessa estrutura. E lembrem daquelas 3 colunas de verbos que eu estava falando para vocês? Eat, ate, eaten. Agora, para fazer o present perfect, eu preciso usar aquela 3ª coluna, ok? Se o verbo é regular, o mais legal é que naquela 3ª coluna vai todo mundo ficar com ed de novo. Olha aqui, ó, recorded, ok? So I have recorded the audio. Tradução, eu gravei o áudio. Vamos parar de traduzir como eu tenho gravado. Esse eu tenho gravado é outra coisa que a gente vai ver na próxima aula, ok? So just to make it clear, don't go translating this into the wrong thing in Portuguese. Now, this have here is just an assistant, it's just a helper, okay? Now, this is the first thing I'm gonna say about the present perfect. So you have an intro on this tense. What I need you to do now is the following. What I want you to do is, for homework, create a dialogue using the simple past. Yes, but feel free to risk using the present perfect, okay? Pay attention to movies, to songs where the present perfect is so usual, okay? Why are they using the present perfect? Guys, just by knowing the structure doesn't really help, okay? I can know the structure, but I don't really understand the usage of that thing in English. So that's what we're going to discover together. We're going to work on pronouncing that ED correctly all the time. We're going to be navigating the present perfect beautifully, okay? In the right way, the way that is really used by native speakers, okay? Now, I hope you enjoyed our lesson, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you again this Wednesday, okay? Now, talk to me on the group. I had a big project that I had to finish. That's why you didn't really see me in the group, but I'm back now. I'm finished with that project, and I'll be discussing all your questions in the group. If I haven't answered your questions here, please make sure to repeat those questions in the group, okay? I really love teaching you. I love teaching, right? So I really hope I was able to simplify all the structure so you can bring it to your reality. Guys, I'll be seeing you on Wednesday. Thank you so much for your patience. And I'm happy that we have a much faster audio and image now. See you on Wednesday. Good night.